Welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're going to India
Okay.
to follow the story of a guy who got caught up in one of those assured return schemes you hear about. We're talking about real estate, of course.
Yep.
So we're going to see how that intersects with insolvency proceedings.
Sounds complicated.
It is.
Okay.
But luckily, we've got the filings from the investor himself,
That's great.
Vikas Sharma, to guide us.
Yeah, those firsthand accounts are so valuable.
Yeah.
It's really common in fast-growing markets.
Yeah.
To see these assured return schemes pop up. They sound great on the surface.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But they can be really risky.
Yeah.
Especially when investors don't understand the nuances of the real estate market.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the beginning. So it's 2016.
2016.
And Vikas Sharma is, like a lot of people, wants to own a home. And he finds this project, Sayre Sports Park.
Sayre Sports Park.
But there's a catch. The developer's offering one of these assured return schemes, promising guaranteed returns to entice buyers.
I mean, I can see the appeal.
Yeah.
Owning a home.
It's exciting.
And then you hear you can make money on top of it.
Right.
But it's crucial to understand the risks involved.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're not super familiar with real estate. Yeah.
So Sharma buys in.
He did.
Puts down a bunch of money.
Right.
18,080,000 rupees.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
So these schemes often target early-stage investors. The problem is those folks don't always have the same regulatory protection that you might get later on.
And that lack of protection really comes into play here.
Does it? Yeah.
Sadly, this project never really gets going.
Really?
Construction stalls.
Yeah.
And Sharma, and probably a lot of other people too,
are stuck.
Oh, no.
Stalled projects are actually a recurring problem.
Oh, really?
In India.
Okay.
There are all sorts of reasons for the delays.
I bet.
Like bureaucratic stuff, funding problems. Sometimes even fraud.
Yeah.
Sharma, though.
Yeah.
He's not giving up.
Good for him.
He takes his complaint to the Haryana Real Estate Regulatory Authority.
The Haryana Real Estate Regulatory Authority?
Yeah, it's called HRERA for short.
Okay, HRERA.
Now, this is a newer thing in India.
Oh, is it?
Specifically to deal with problems in real estate.
Makes sense.
Protect homebuyers, like Sharma.
Okay, so like a watchdog.
Yeah.
For the buyers.
Exactly.
Keep them safe.
It seemed like it was working too.
Did it?
2021.
2021.
HRA rules in Sharma's favor.
Wow.
Orders a full refund with interest.
Wow. A victory.
Right.
Yeah, it shows how effective HRERA can be when it comes to, protecting buyers. But
winning a legal case.
Doesn't mean you get what you want.
Yeah.
Right away.
Unfortunately not.
And just when Sharma thinks he's going to get his money, the developer pulls a fast one.
What happened?
It's 2021, same year.
Really?
They file for insolvency.
Oh, wow.
Under something called CRP.
CRP.
That's the corporate insolvency resolution process.
Okay, so that really complicates things.
Oh, yeah.
Because now how do you handle individual claims?
Yeah.
Like Sharma's, when the developer is going through this whole process, it's a mess.
So now Sharma, he's got this RERA order, but now he's got to deal with the insolvency.
So frustrating.
He doesn't give up, though.
Good.
He tries to enforce the order.
Okay.
Starts execution proceedings.
Execution proceedings.
And get this, they issue an arrest warrant.
An arrest warrant.
For the ex-managing director of the company.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So RERA has some teeth.
It does.
That's good to know.
Yeah, you don't mess around with them.
But the insolvency, that changes things.
It does.
How so?
They stay the warrant.
Oh, wow.
Because of the insolvency.
That's rough.
I know.
So Sharma wins.
Right.
Gets the order. And then it's like hitting a brick wall.
It is.
Just because of this insolvency.
Yeah.
This is why understanding this stuff is so important. The CRP is all about trying to revive the company.
Right.
But it has to balance the interests of everyone.
Everyone involved.
Yeah. Creditors like Sharma.
So during all of this, Sharma's doing what he's supposed to.
Okay.
He's submitting his claims to the resolution professional.
Right. The resolution professional.
The one handling the case.
Yeah. Their job's tough.
Oh, yeah.
They have to assess the finances, gather claims.
Yep.
Come up with a plan.
Right.
Either to revive or liquidate.
And all this is happening, even though he has the RERA order.
It's crazy.
I know.
So even if you win your case under RERA, you can't just sit back if the developer goes insolvent.
You got to stay on top of it.
You do.
Yeah.
And insolvency proceedings are confusing.
They are.
Especially for individuals.
Yeah. You don't know where you stand.
Exactly.
You mentioned earlier that Sharma was offered a settlement.
Right.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
So the developer is trying to restructure, find a way out of this mess.
Yeah.
And they offer Sharma a settlement.
They do?
A transfer and allotment letter.
Okay. Instead of his refund.
Instead of the refund. Yeah. They offer him a different unit.
Oh, wow.
In a new project.
What?
This one's called Crescent Park.
So trading one flat for another?
Basically.
That's not ideal.
It's pretty common, though.
It is.
In these insolvency cases.
Yeah, it's a way to try and settle things.
Yeah.
Without having to
pay out a bunch of cash.
Exactly.
But for someone like Sharma, this isn't what he wants.
Right. He invested in a specific project.
Exactly.
And it's not even built yet.
Right. Yeah.
So this settlement's not appealing.
He wants his money back.
Understandably.
And that's exactly what he does.
Does he?
He rejects the settlement.
Wow. Good for him.
Sticks to his guns.
That takes guts.
Yeah.
Especially in his position.
He wants the full refund that the RERA order said he deserves.
He's relying on the strength of that order?
He is.
Yeah, hoping it holds up, even with the insolvency.
And that seems to backfire.
Does it?
They cancel his allotments.
Oh, wow.
In the original project.
So now he's really out of luck.
Pretty much.
It seems like they're punishing him.
It does.
For not taking the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder about these processes and how they impact people just trying to get their due.
It's like he's stuck.
Yeah.
Between RERA, which is supposed to protect home buyers, and the Insolvency Code, which is about the company's finances.
It's a tough spot to be in.
So even with this insolvency going on, Sharma's still trying to enforce that RERA order.
He is.
He starts what are called execution proceedings.
Execution proceedings.
Essentially taking steps to make sure he actually gets his refund.
Right. So he's not just waiting around.
No, he's not.
So what happens with these proceedings?
Well, they actually led to an arrest warrant.
An arrest warrant?
For Vineet Relia.
Who's that?
The former managing director.
But the developer.
Of the developer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So RERA does have some power then.
It does.
That's impressive.
This wasn't just a warning.
Right.
This was serious.
They meant business.
But, of course, there's the insolvency happening at the same time.
So what happened?
Can you explain how that affected the arrest warrant?
Sure. So because of the insolvency, the warrant was stayed. Yeah, put on hold.
Because of the insolvency.
It's complicated.
It is.
Because the insolvency process has its own rules.
I bet that was frustrating for Sharma.
Oh, definitely.
He wins his case.
Right.
Gets the RERA order. And then, boom.
Another roadblock.
It's like hitting a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
This is where those nuances of insolvency become super important.
They do.
CIRP, remember, it's about trying to revive the company.
It's possible.
Yeah. But to do that, you have to balance everyone's interests.
All the creditors.
Including people like Sharma.
Right.
So while all this is going on, Sharma is submitting his claims.
To the resolution professional.
Exactly.
Right.
He's trying to work within the system.
Yeah.
Even though he has this RERA order.
That should guarantee his refund.
Exactly.
It's important for people to realize that even with the RERA win, you still need to
participate in the insolvency to protect yourself.
Absolutely.
And honestly, these proceedings, they're confusing.
They are. A black box.
Yeah, especially for someone like Sharma.
An individual investor.
You don't know your rights.
It's scary.
You said earlier that Sharma got a settlement offer.
Right.
Let's dig into that.
Okay.
So the developer is trying to restructure.
Right, get their finances in order.
Find a way out.
Yeah.
And they offer Sharma a settlement.
They do.
It's a transfer and allotment letter.
Instead of the refund.
Instead of giving him his money back.
Wow.
They offer him a different unit.
Oh, no.
In a new project.
A new project.
This one's called Crescent Park.
So he's getting a different flat.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's not what he signed up for.
It happens a lot, though.
It does. It's a way for them to avoid
paying cash.
Exactly.
For Sharma, though, this is not appealing.
Of course not.
He invested in Sports Park.
Right.
That one didn't even get built.
Exactly.
He wants his money back.
It makes sense.
And that's what he does. He rejects the settlement.
He rejects it.
Says no thanks.
Wow.
I want what the RERA order said.
He's standing his ground.
He is.
Good for him.
It takes guts.
It does.
To turn down an offer like that.
Yeah, especially when you're in a tough spot.
It shows how much he wants justice.
It does.
But it seems like it backfired.
Oh, no. In what way?
They cancel his allotments.
In the original project.
A sports park.
So now what?
He's got nothing.
Like, they're punishing him?
For not taking the deal.
That's not right.
And then it gets even more complicated.
How so?
We need to talk about this shocking thing that Sharma found.
This is where things get crazy.
Sharma, remember, he's following the rules.
He's doing everything right.
Attending meetings.
Submitting his claims.
Doing what he's supposed to.
Even though it feels like the system's against him.
And then he discovers that his signature was forged on a settlement agreement.
No way.
Yes.
This is serious stuff.
It is.
We're talking about a legal document?
That raises some serious ethical questions.
Huge red flags.
About this whole process.
So what did Sharma do?
Yeah, what did he do?
He contacts the CRM team. Of KGK Dude. The company involved in the resolution.
Okay.
And their response...
What did they say?
Is kind of strange.
What did they say?
They try to pass it off. As mistaken identity. Like someone else with a similar name. Signed it.
Come on.
I know.
That's not a mistake.
We're talking about a forged signature.
Exactly.
On a legal document.
This is serious.
They say.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Okay.
We'll handle your booking separately. They even issue him a closure letter. Saying his only option is a refund.
So they're agreeing to a refund.
It sounds like it.
But there's a catch.
There's always a catch.
By issuing this letter and canceling his allotments, they're putting Sharma in a different category.
From the other homebuyers.
That's
like a legal trick.
To weaken his position.
In the insolvency.
Exactly.
And remember that Crescent Park allotment.
Right, the one they offered him.
That's gone too.
So he's left with nothing.
Just a promise of a refund.
Which hasn't exactly been reliable so far.
It's just one twist after another.
It is.
Amazingly, Sharma hasn't given up.
I know. His persistence is incredible.
He's demanding accountability.
Yeah, for the forgery and the lack of transparency.
It's like David and Goliath.
It is.
One guy against these huge companies.
Trying to navigate a system.
That doesn't seem fair.
Not at all.
This really raises the question, is RERA really effective?
Is it enough
to protect consumers?
That's a question that goes beyond this case.
It does.
It's about consumer rights.
Yeah.
Corporate accountability.
And just
challenges of this market.
Navigating these complex legal systems.
Exactly.
And Sharma's story isn't over.
It isn't.
He's not just going to take this closure letter and hope for the best.
Let's look at his response.
Yeah, we've got the legal documents that detail what he did next. It's been a long road for Sharma.
It had.
Years of fighting.
To get his money back.
And even when he got that RERA order, it seemed like he was finally getting somewhere. But then...
The
insolvency proceedings...
changed everything.
Totally changed the game.
So Sharma gets this closure letter.
Right.
It seems like good news.
Or a refund.
But it also isolates him.
From the other homebuyers.
And weakens his position.
Took like a bait and switch. But Sharma, he's not falling for it.
Good.
He knows this closure letter.
Yeah.
Isn't the end of the story?
What happens next?
So the developer tries to get Sharma's execution petition dismissed.
The one that led to the arrest warrant.
Exactly. They're trying to use the closure letter as a way to shut down Sharma's legal options.
That's sneaky.
It is.
But Sharma.
He's ready for them.
What does he do?
He files objections.
The developer's application.
So he's fighting back.
He is.
It's like a chess match.
It really is.
Sharma's making his arguments.
Yeah, he's using legal precedents. Specific clauses from the RERA order.
To support his case.
That's impressive.
It shows how much he understands this stuff.
Or his lawyer does.
Right.
One of the things he points out is that the resolution plan.
The one for the insolvency.
Right. Okay.
It mostly focuses on that Crescent Park project.
The one they tried to give him.
As a settlement. But Sharma's claim is about sports park.
Which was never built.
Right.
That's a big difference.
It is.
And Sharma's making sure the court sees that.
He's saying you can't just use this plan to dismiss my claim.
Because it's a totally separate project.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The developer also tries to use this thing called the clean slate doctrine.
What's that?
Basically, it means when a company goes through insolvency, They get a fresh start.
Okay, a clean slate.
Like all their past debts are wiped away.
So they can start over.
Right.
Right.
The developer's trying to say that this doctrine means they don't have to follow the HRERA order.
They're off the hook.
But Sharma,
yeah,
he's got a counter-argument.
What's that?
He brings up this important judgment.
Okay.
Pioneer Urban Land v. Union of India.
That sounds familiar.
It basically says that HRERA remedies can exist alongside insolvency proceedings.
So the insolvency
doesn't automatically erase
the HRERA order.
Right.
That's huge.
It means that even though the developer's going through insolvency,
right,
they still have to honor that HRERA order.
They can't just ignore it.
Exactly.
It protects Sharma's rights as a consumer.
And he also points out that the developer's trying to mislead the court.
How so?
They're claiming that his HRERA order is taken care of.
Under the resolution plan.
In the resolution plan. But that's not true.
Sharma proves that it's not true.
Good for him.
He shows that his claim was listed, but never actually settled.
So they're trying to pull a fast one.
They are.
It's unbelievable.
He also argues that the clauses the developer's relying on, they don't apply to his situation.
Why not?
Those clauses are about possession and outstanding dues, not refunds for a project that never started.
This is like they're trying to fit a square peg
into a round hole.
Exactly.
Sharma's really breaking down their arguments. He's not letting them get away with anything.
He's not.
This is amazing.
It is.
It's like watching a legal drama unfold.
And it really shows how hard it is for individuals to fight these big corporations.
With their fancy lawyers and resources.
It makes you think about how effective our systems really are.
In protecting people.
When they're up against these giants.
We need strong consumer protection.
We do.
Especially in real estate.
Where the stakes are so high.
Exactly.
So Sharma lays out his case.
He does.
Asks the court to reject the developer's attempt.
To dismiss his petition.
He wants that HRERA order in force.
He wants his refund.
With interest and costs.
So we're at a turning point now.
We are.
We'll have to see how the court rules.
It could go either way.
But no matter what happens.
Sharma's story is a powerful reminder.
A reminder of what?
To be informed.
Okay.
To know our rights.
Yeah.
And to stand up for ourselves.
Even when it feels impossible.
Even against all odds.
It's inspiring. It is. It shows the importance of perseverance.
And the need for strong consumer protection.
Absolutely.
In a market like India's.
Where things are changing so fast.
This whole saga makes you think about due diligence.
Reading the fine print.
Getting legal help.
It's crucial.
We need more transparency.
Yes.
More accountability.
In real estate.
So stories like Sharma's
don't happen as often.
We'll definitely be following this case.
I am too.
To see how it turns out.
It'll be interesting.
To see if David can beat Goliath.
And set a precedent for others.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It was a wild ride.
It was a real estate saga.
Full of twists and turns.
That's all for today.
Thanks for listening.